Good morning, everyone. Just give me a second while I get my lives. And I want to post this uh, link into my Telegram. Okay, that's all done. Yeah, okay, it's just gone 8 a.m. Indochina time, and we're looking at gold on the 10-minute time frame. Make the chart a little bit bigger so you can see what's happening. And this is the first 10-minute candle, just gone past 8 a.m. Indochina time. That's in Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam, Thailand, Southeast Asia, where I live. And this is the trend line strategy on the 10-minute time frame with XAU USD. And what's gold going to do today? Boy, it's just been all over the place. We look at yesterday, very bullish yesterday. Very bullish until the close of the U.S. session, and then it started to come back down. And we're starting off the day at around 47.56. That's where we are right now. 47.61. We've got this candle here just about to close. And this first candle, we had an initial kick up, which rejected 47.67, and it looks like it's coming back down. So when I first saw that candle, I thought, like everybody, probably, okay, gold is going to continue bullish. But I know that it's prudent to wait till that first candle closes because that did not continue bullish. In fact, it's come back down below my trend line. And now I can adjust these trend lines just a little bit. That candle is finished. What I'm looking for is a break above the trend line to go long, a break above and a close above the trend line to go long, or a break below the trend line and close below the trend line to go short. And we got somebody who's jumped in here. If you're new to the channel, let me know where you're watching from. And if you can hear me okay, let me know. Just getting started off with the Asian market. With at least we're getting started with Singapore and Shanghai. They opened at 10 minutes ago. Tokyo opened on this candle here, a big bearish candle, then went sideways, then went up, and then this candle here is where Singapore and Shanghai open. And looks like we're not doing too much just yet, and that's okay. We know we got to be patient, wait, sit on our hands, let the price tell us what it's going to do. And if you go back and look at the higher time frames, you'll see on the weekly, the daily, and the 4 hour, all of those time frames, gold is bullish. Yeah, I know. We're looking at the 10-minute chart and it looks like gold is bearish. Gold is bullish on the higher time frame. So when gold is bullish, we look for an opportunity to buy. And maybe we'll get that, maybe we won't. Yesterday was I don't know, some people call it a horrible day. It, uh, it just went sideways for like what, 10 hours or something. Just range trading all most of the Asian and London market. If we go back and look at that, scroll back over here, you see all of this range trading up and down, up and down, up and down until finally, about 3 hours in after the London session opened, then finally it started to take off. That's almost exactly 3 hours after London. And then finally it started to make its bullish move. A little bit of a correction here, a little bit of a correction here, but generally it went all the way up. That's from the top of the range, 47.33, and we had a high of 48.01 yesterday. And today's Friday, TGIF, by the way. Thank God it's Friday. We can relax after this. Kind of a not an easy week that it's been for trading gold or for trading anything. But of course, I only trade gold, one asset, one time frame, one strategy. So that was what a from the beginning of the high there, the low was 47.02, so 47.02 to 48.01, about $100 move. Not a very big move for gold. Actually, it looks like a lot of it looks like a big move, but just $100. $100 move for gold is not really a big deal. Let's see, on the low at 46.98, so about 4,700 to 4,800 roughly yesterday. $100 move, and it didn't start until after the London session got going right here, and then we had a nice bullish run until the close of the. In fact, this is 3 a.m. my time, so it was the last hour, the last 2 hours of the closing U.S. session that it turned bearish. But it's only bearish on the short time frame. We are definitely bullish. So when we are bullish on the higher time frames, the overall general trend is bullish. I look for an opportunity to buy. That means my bias is bullish. Good morning, Raj, or I should say good afternoon to you. It's okay. You're a little bit behind. I came in a few minutes late myself today. I don't know. It's because it's Friday or what? TGIF. Thank goodness it's Friday. So this trend line was down here before the market opened, and it broke above that but came back down. That's kind of what we call our typical fake out with the opening of the market, the opening of Shanghai, the gold exchange. And so I waited patiently. It really looked to me like it was going to start off very bullish. It broke above that trend line, but then within just a few minutes it came back below it. So I'll be looking for a long trade. That's what I'm expecting based on the higher time frames. The weekly, the daily, the 4 hour is all bullish for gold. Okay, you got a nice move. Good, excellent. To 4,800. That was our high yesterday on the gold spot, 48.01. So it probably went a little bit higher on futures. We've got some good activity, it looks like. Quite a bit of bouncing around here in the first couple of candles. I'm still below the 100 smooth, simple moving average on my 5-minute chart. If I'm going to go bullish, I'd like to see that move above the 100 simple moving average on the shorter time frame. But that's just to get confluence of what I'm doing. If this breaks above and closes above this trend line, then I will go long. And we've got another 1 minute on this candle. This is really looking very bullish. Hey, wow. Shanghai is awake. Singapore and Shanghai, they're moving today. Got some good momentum here. But I need to get a break above and a close above before I go long. And we're at 47.64, so very likely to easily go back up to 4,800. And first resistance is 48.14. That's where the price has been before. That's the first resistance level. And gold will usually, well, everything will go back to where it's been before, whether that be resistance or support. Okay, looks like it's, what do we got here? Another 15 seconds. I don't think it's going to break. Or will we get the range trading like we had yesterday? It went sideways. All of the Asian session yesterday was sideways until we got 3 hours into the London session. Then it finally broke above and took off and made a nice bullish run. Hey, Spaghetti, good morning to you. Nice to see you here again. Haven't seen you this week. Okay, yeah, that range trading. If you get caught in the range, it's very frustrating. You can't make any money in the range. I was sitting in a coffee shop yesterday with a friend of mine, and I was just, normally I don't do any scalping, but I thought, well, okay, we're sideways, so I'll do some scalping. Even the scalping was difficult. Hey, good morning, Howard. So, Spaghetti, you've had a busy week with your job, I guess. You have a normal job. I don't think you mean busy with trading. Howard, good to see you here. If you're just going to be a short time, that's cool. Thanks for coming in and saying hello. Everybody be sure and click the like button. That does help the channel. Had a really good session yesterday with lots of new people. So clicking that like button, subscribing to the channel, it does help the algorithm and gets the word out, so to speak. So here's our next candle, and it's a red one. Okay, that's our third candle. This is our first one. The first one broke above the trend line. I've just adjusted it now. Broke above the trend line, came back down. That was a fake out. And then we got a bullish candle. Looked like it was ready to take off. And the next one is red again. Oh boy, this looks like a repeat of yesterday so far, but it's early. It's early times, early times. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. But yeah, I was also doing that scalping during the what time was it? Yeah, it was kind of during the opening of the London session, a little bit before, a little bit after. I took a few trades, but $3, $4. Uh, it was really really difficult. It was in such a tight range. And then I gave it up and I came back in the New York session and had a really good trade going with the trend. We had a really nice trend in the US session. This was beautiful yesterday. Here we are in the close of the later in the London session. It took off, did a retracement, then took off again, another retracement, took off again. This was excellent later in the day. But early in the day, just forget it. It didn't happen. Oh, but that's the way it is sometimes. That's trading. That's what trading is. Yeah, don't worry. Don't worry, Raj. If it is, it is. It is what it is. We can't force the market. Yeah, I know. I'm surprised to see you can trade the New York session very, very late for you. Yeah, we'll move to Thailand if you want the best time zone. I really think I'm in the best time zone here in Southeast Asia, whether it's Cambodia, Vietnam, move to Vietnam, uh, Cambodia, Laos, Thailand, because now is the Asia session, which is easy for me. I get up at 7 o'clock in the morning, and then I wait for the London session, which is 2 p.m. in the afternoon, and then the New York session starts at 8:30 in the evening. So here we can trade all three sessions, but the close of the U.S. session, that one's too late for me. Yeah, well, at least come over for a visit, Raj, and look me up. Yeah, here we go. Green, red, green, red, green, red. Oh, God. I'm not going to be able to stay so long like I did yesterday. I've got a student in 30 minutes, a webinar with a student in Chicago. I'll stick around for a little while, but yesterday was a nice long session. We had a lot of new people in the channel, some really good chats going. Just thank God it's Friday. Let me go over here and open, I won't open it in the streaming, but I want to look at forexfactory.com, see what we've got. Oh, well, okay. CPI, inflation data. Yeah, that's very, very important. That's tonight at 7:30 p.m. My time. Check Forex Factory for your local time. And then the Canadian, their usual employment change, but big news for the U.S. economy. The core CPI month on month, the CPI month on month, CPI year on year. Inflation data very, very important. That's depends on what the data is when it comes out, but that'll have a big, could possibly have a big impact on the movement of gold. And let's see, they're projecting that inflation is increasing. Oh, even on all three. data items. They're projecting that inflation is increasing. Oh, that's definitely going to be not good for gold. Haha. I like to go to the cinema. I don't do it on Friday night because that's the New York session. The latest movie usually starts at 10 p.m., and that would be, the ideal time to be looking at the New York session for me. So I keep the movies for Saturday and Sunday. Well, I think that the CPI will be reflecting the data from March. I didn't look that closely at it. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, you got to be careful with, what is the data reflecting, you know. But I would say because all of this is projected to be higher inflation, I would say that that's a projection of what happened in March. And this is CPI month on month. Let me see here, actual. Yeah, this is, it just says, well, let me see. It doesn't really tell you here. Not quite sure. Yeah. Okay. So it does tell you here. This will be a reflection of how much consumer prices rose in March. That's kind of what I expected because all of the projections are that inflation has increased. So this will be a reflection of what happened in March, last month. Yep. And it's called, yeah, CPI month on month. Change in the price of goods and services purchased by consumers. And and if you look at the data, it's a big increase. It's a big increase. So this could really sink gold like a brick. Oh, really? I don't even look at the Chinese data when it comes out. Okay, well, while we're not doing anything, I'll just remind people that you can contact me on Telegram. My ID is at RickRayFX, and I do have a Telegram chat group for traders. If you'd like to be added to that group, and it's quite active sometimes now. We've got a lot of new people in there recently, the last few months. So you can contact me directly. Let me know if you want to be in that group, and I'll add you to it. Yeah, I got two red candles together back to back. Should have been a green one. And it's respecting that trend line. Hey, how about that? Maybe here we go. Got another 7 minutes on this one. Oh, looky here. What do we get? Sit up and take notice. Maybe. So if that breaks above, just check where I would put my stop loss. 47.50, around that 47.51, 47.52. If this closes above, then I'll go long. We'll just wait and see. Yeah, potentially higher. And then a big drop after the news comes out, maybe. So getting something bullish here. I'm not going to jump on this just yet. I got another 5 minutes on this candle. Let me see what the 15-minute chart looks like. Usually they're pretty much the same. It's a big candle, but I don't take it until it's finished. Been there, done that. Doesn't always work out. Whoa, look at this go. Uh, and that's, yeah, 30 minutes after the Singapore and Shanghai Open, they decided to get going big time. Almost a $10 move there on one candle. Let me go back and look at my 5 minute chart while I got a second here. Ah, interesting. Yeah, that's a big momentum candle. And even the next 5 minutes is starting to take off too. I still got another 4 minutes on that. I might not take this. If it's just going to go like a rocket, I'll wait for it to pull back. Okay, now it's pulling back a little bit. I know you probably did the right thing there, Raj. I mean, sometimes you can get away with it, but as you know, sometimes it'll be a fake out. But this was not a fake out. This is bullish momentum. That's clear. Yeah. So you're in a good situation, good trade. Yeah. Okay. You're already a break even. Yeah. That's a massive big move now. Wow. Look at it still going. Hey. Oh. And I still got 3 minutes on this candle. Yeah. I might just wait. I'm not in any hurry. Oh, even that next 5 minute candle. Wow. Really, uh, if you look on the short time frames there, Raj, the 5 minute, that's even more. Look at the volatility, man. It's all over the place. But it's definitely, ooh, man, the bulls have got it by the horns. Wow. Good to see. Hey, nice change from yesterday. This is exciting. Yesterday was boring. Yesterday was just too boring. Good to see this excitement today. Oh, you're on the 2 minute. Yeah, sometimes I look at the 1 minute. And go change it to the 1 minute. Yes. On the 1 minute, now got a doji on that previous candle, and now a big red candle on the 1 minute. So yeah, you're going after a big move like that, you're going to get a retest, a pullback, sure. Hmm. But where will it pull back to? How far will it pull back? That's the $64,000 question. Oh, you got your break even, eh? You got stopped out, did you? On the break even? Oh, okay. You must have got in a little bit late. 47.72. We got another. Okay, the next candle starting here. Let me go back to my. That's holding there. That's going to hold. Yeah, I'll go. Let me go to my MT5 and jump on board this train. Okay, I'm in. Yep. Need to check my stop loss here. Going to move that just down a little bit. Well, move it down below the low. Okay. Stop loss at 47.49. So I went long. What was my entry price? My entry price was probably got in a little bit early, but that's okay. 47.75. Big spread. Yeah, I could have waited a little bit on that one. Oh, I could have waited. Yeah, well, you get excited, you see all the momentum, but that's okay. What did I say my stop loss was? 47.49.4. Oh, that's well away. But if that should start back towards here, then I'll exit that before it gets even near that. I wouldn't take that much of a loss. And what was my entry point? Was 47.75.7. Oh, I should have waited 8. Okay. And my take profit is 47.91. And the reason normally that's not quite 1 to 1, and that's because I moved the stop loss below the low of the day, which is really too far away. I won't let it go that far. And we've got also, which I think that's a nice spot there for the take profit. We've got our next trend line there. So I'm just going to finish putting my information here. As you guys know, I do this for my trading journal. Okay, now that's all done. Yeah, I definitely definitely jumped in a little bit early on that one, but it is what it is. And pull back, waiting on that, traveling below the knee, trailing below. I'm just catching up on the comments here, guys. Yeah, trail too tightly. Oh, pushing up a bit. No, I don't use Excel. I just take a screenshot. I make some notes on the chart here of what I did and what time I did it. And then I take a screenshot and I have a journal. I use Freeform on the Mac, and I just copy that screenshot in there with my notes. Oh, you went back in. Okay, good. Yeah. Yeah, I think you got a better price than I did. That's cool. And I'm do my little arrow here so I'll know which candle I came in on. And then I'll also type my text. I entered at what time was it? 8:40. And I might add some more notes later. We'll see how that plays out. Well, yeah, you can never get a perfect A. I mean, that's not going to happen to get a perfect entry. We'll just see how it plays out. 47.69. Yeah, I'm in a loss. Whoa. Well, it's going to be okay. Move that down there. Might come down and retest the trend line. And I will not add to a trade. You know, this is a losing trade for me right now, so I don't add to a losing trade. If this takes off, then I would consider maybe after one or two candles to add to a winning trade. But I never add to a losing trade. And this is a losing trade right now. But I don't think it's going to get anywhere near my stop loss. If this breaks below the trend line, then I would probably get out of this. Not probably, I'm sure I would. I'll just maybe even reverse the trade. I've done that sometimes. Reverse the trade. Yeah, definitely got in too early on that one. But you never know. 47.66, so I'm $9 in loss here. Yeah, guys, I just show you the trades that I'm taking, and of course, not suggesting or recommending that you take the same trades. You can if you want, but it's up to you. Up to you to manage your own account and to use good risk management. Massive bullish candle, and then now a massive bearish candle. Maybe just retesting the trend line. Okay, guys, I'm going to have to go. I apologize for leaving early, but I have a student in 10 minutes in Chicago. It's a live webinar, so I have to get set up for that. Thanks everybody for being here. I appreciate it. I hope you have a great weekend wherever you are. Hope you have good trading today. Thanks for your comments. It's good to see you all here. I hope you have a great weekend. I'm going to have a good weekend. Let's hope we have a good trading day today, and I'll see you again next week.